What's going on, guys? This is Blaze or Ace Blazer, and this is a Medieval 2 campaign video where I'm going to showcase a siege against the Mongols and how I deal with them. This is mostly to show what I do if I don't have Nafatoon, because Nafatoon are pretty vital in a siege, especially against like the Timurids who have their elephants. Nafatoon can save you against armies that are much bigger, and they're also very cheap. So this is going to show you the battle I had for Antioch. You can see there's like 7 stacks of Mongols. It's freaking crazy. The campaign's played at very hard. So yeah, it's pretty hard to fight against these armies. Very hard. Especially he's got like silver upgrades all the time. Silver experience upgrades. It's pretty ridiculous. But it's just another challenge to face. It's quite entertaining, actually. I just took Constantinople. That's why my all my imams are going to that region. I think it was through a jihad or something. So yeah, one of my imams declared a jihad on Constantinople, and I took it. So I'm guessing I'm gonna be feeling the wrath of the Crusades later on Constantinople. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, this is like this video is related to my medieval test vid I showed earlier. That was me taking back Antioch like a few years later, and this one is gonna be losing Antioch. So you're gonna see how I lost it. Okay, so we're gonna face 3 Mongol stacks. Look at that army. Wow. Damn. I'm surprised they don't have 4 stacks surrounding me. That's what happened to me in some other battles, but oh well. I'm gonna show you guys only 3. This battle's gonna lag like crazy because it's such a huge army, or so many units on the screen. Even for my better computer, it's gonna lag. Just a little heads up. Okay, so I've got ballista towers, and if you played Rome Total War, those are like the ballista towers that you get with epic walls, but they're not as effective as Rome Total War, obviously. So I'm just gonna line up all my guys in the city square. I could line them up at the gate, but the problem is that if my guys start routing, then they're all going to route in a chain route. Whereas in the town center, I don't think they route, so it'd be easier to defend. Especially if I have a chain route. If one unit routes, the rest won't route. And you can see I've got catapults in the unit roster. This is absolutely vital. You must have catapults in a siege battle like this, because they can shoot over your men and cause massive casualties to the to melee troops or whatever's in the street. I usually have catapults in siege battles because they can shoot in the streets very nicely. Okay, I've got a very large archer force because this is the Turks. You gotta have a nice big archer force. And I've got 1 unit of Sipahis in the front. This is so that they can man the ballista towers. Your ballista towers are only manned when you have a unit beside them, and they've got the flag over them. This is for anyone who doesn't play Medieval 2 campaign often. But yeah, if you see the flag over your tower, then you know that it's functioning or garrisoned. So it's gonna be a very long battle. Oh damn! Wasn't expecting that. I was hoping that his rams would catch on fire so I could deal more damage than the ballista towers.
Have gained nothing. The siege tower is destroyed.
What's really awesome though is you have cannon towers. Those things are pretty awesome against the Mongols. Unfortunately though, when you get to the Timurids, they usually have like those elephant cannons and other cannons that can take out your towers. So in the end, the cannon towers don't do too well. Now let's take a look at the other stack. Damn! Alright. And here's the other side. Damn! Yeah. It's like half cavalry, I'd say. Okay, so it's around this time I try to move my Sipahis back to the city center. But I forgot to turn skirmish mode off, so they wouldn't move. It's kind of dumb. And they're gonna rout. Oh well.
If news comes unlooked for, the enemy have taken our walls.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make my last stand in the center of the city. It's gonna be a very epic battle. I'm telling you guys.
Curse the sun that shines on our disgrace. must turn the wind of battle, or we will taste ashes instead of victory.
Just look at all those horses. Because this is played on very hard, my spearmen are not going to have as much effect as they would on normal. But still, I will do a lot of damage to his cavalry. So the factors that are gonna make me lose this battle are, first of all, this is very hard, and so my troops are less effective. Second of all, his troops are silver experienced. That means that they will never rout. And then his general is a 10-star command general. So that means they definitely will not rout. Even if they're down to the last man and like totally surrounded, they will not rout. It's quite annoying, but it's a challenge. Alright, let's take a look at this damage. Not too much. I was hoping to do a bit more. Alright, the Mongol horde is coming to my walls. Another thing is make sure that you turn off fire mode for your arrows. This is because you want to make sure that your arrows have the fast rate of fire. Fire arrows do look cool at night, but you need to make sure that your arrows are shooting fast. At the end of this video, I'm going to show an image of what your let's see, what am I saying? Show an image of like how you can defend. This is a much better tactic for castles, because usually the Mongols only come in at like one area. If they come in through like 4 streets, it's harder to defend with your catapults especially. But in castles, they only come through in 1 street, so you can just set up all your archers behind a thin melee line and your catapults, and just rain hell upon the Mongols, the Mongol hordes. Catapults especially, they do a lot of damage. In city sieges, I cannot stress enough how effective catapults are. Okay, looks like my spearmen are doing pretty well against his cavalry so far. But this is only the first wave. I mean, he's got many more coming. And the thing about the Mongols that is really annoying is that they like to stop in the streets and start shooting their arrows. So they never engage with their melee line. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I didn't notice until now that his cavalry started to come in on the left. It's a good thing I had my troops blocking this area. And I'm just finding a place to target my catapult with. Apparently I don't choose a place yet.
Catapult!
My catapults are winding up. I hope I can show you some scenes of the damage I do. Because the Mongols, they just get tightly packed in that street. Boom! That's pretty devastating. Boom! Another one.
We must act now.
I think I finally choose a target. Yeah. This is where my game starts lagging like hell. Yeah, so just basically sit back and reinforce with whatever part of this city center needs reinforcing. And try to target his archers, because that's where they're dealing the most damage. Make sure that your guys don't leave formation unless they're getting overwhelmed. When your guys start getting overwhelmed, leave guard mode off. Killing his generals will be your main priority. Whoa. So there goes one general. Yeah. In these unwinnable battles, you just gotta try to take down as many men as possible. Take them all down with you. Especially his generals. Bunch of heathens they are. Boom! Another direct hit. Boom! Eventually his guys start thinning out because of my catapult fire. But then of course they just fill the gaps with even more. Just look at this army. Wow. I think this game actually depicts the Mongol hordes pretty well. It's, it's pretty fun. Especially if you're like England and you're out in the Crusades and all of a sudden, oh no, the Mongols show up! And you have to use your heavily armored men to take down the Mongols. With your pitiful force of Crusaders. That was a pretty good hit. Direct. Boom. You gotta make sure that you don't hit your own men. That can be a very huge a very huge danger. But usually with catapults and trebuchets, they're alright. I usually use catapults because they're much easier to use. Trebuchets are good for long range, but really all you need is a catapult.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, only the first stack though. The last two stacks have barely even been touched. While you can hold them out in the streets like this, this is when you can do the most damage. But once they break through your melee line, that's it. It's over.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Just can you hear that guy just keeps saying, "Well, your men are under attack. Your men are under attack. Do something. Do something." Gets really annoying. It's gotta be a way to shut them off somehow. Especially in these siege battles, they're just non-stop talking. So his first stack, I think, is like down by half. That's why they're all thinned out. But his second stack is coming to reinforce. This is where all these lancers are coming from. You know, usually you don't think of cavalry being good in a siege, but this disproves it. The Mongols themselves, they disprove it because of their silver. I mean, their silver experienced cavalry. They can just maul right through your melee line. So yeah. We're Mongols. We don't need to dismount in a siege. Just charge right through everything.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Yeah, just getting everyone to shoot their arrows. I try to what do you call it, dislodge? Shoot? Yeah, shoot as many arrows as possible before they inevitably break through my front line. Yeah, you can see that his guys are starting to force their way through. Using their mass and their size of the cavalry just to try to get through. There goes another general through my catapults. Oh, boom! There goes another one. No, not another one, but that was another catapult strike. Just look at all those dead bodies in the center. I'm definitely trying to take down a lot of Mongols with me. Hey, if I'm gonna lose, I may as well take them all. Take as many as I can with me. Oh. Ow.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
Looking pretty desperate, guys. And all the while, his what do you call it? His archers are doing a lot of damage to me too, because they're just sitting in the street shooting at me. So a lot of my archers in the center square, they get hit by his arrows too. I kind of wish, because they're so bunched up, you know. I think my archers should do more damage, but I don't know. Archers don't seem to do as much damage as they should, I think. These Eastern archers. Crossbows, yeah, those do a ton of damage. But regular archers, I don't know. Alright, around this time I started having problems with my keyboard for some reason. The keypad was apparently broken or something, so I had to fix this up. So I'll get back to the main battle soon enough. But there you just saw the reinforcements that are coming through. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, this is the second stack only, I think, or is it third stack? I don't know. But it seems like a never-ending horde.
We must act now.
A never-ending horde of Muslims. I mean, not Muslims, Mongols. It's pretty epic looking, I gotta say, though. Yeah, I've got this full stack defending Antioch. This is actually my capital. So to lose this is a pretty big blow. But the good thing is, though, that once the Mongols take Antioch... Oh, there goes another general to my catapults. And I think that's all three of his generals. Yeah, there you go. So my mission is complete, to assassinate as many generals as possible. Yeah. They're breaking through on this end. the catapult's not doing too well in this end. I think I should have managed my catapults a bit better.
Men are under attack.
But whatever.
We need to act.
I actually, in another one of my battles, I had to face 4 stacks, and one of my catapults got 2,000 kills, if you can believe it. Yeah. I think one of these catapults get a lot of kills too.
Allah have mercy. We have lost half of our men.
And it's around this time that eventually his guys start breaking into the center of the town center, city square. So his cavalry are starting to touch my artillery, and when my artillery even just like barely touches an enemy unit, they leave their catapults, and that stops my fire. It's unfortunate, but I guess that's a smart move by the AI.
We must act now.
The good thing though is that once his generals are all killed, it's a bit easier to route his units, so you can see that some of his Mongol units are routing. And I'm trying to hold back this incursion on the right with my cavalry, but it's not too successful. I'm still shooting into this death trap, so still trying to kill as many units as possible there. Eventually though, he's gonna break in on the sides.
Our men are under attack. We must act now.
And yeah, it seems like a never-ending horde. I mean, he's got like 7 stacks, I think. 7 stacks of Mongols, and that's only like the first wave. I think about maybe 10 years later, another like 7 stacks of Mongols show up. Oh, this area is definitely depleted like crazy. My catapults are starting to act up. They won't fire for some reason. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. But at least my main catapult's still firing in the main street.
Ashes instead of victory.
The Mongol invasion is probably one of the funnest parts of this game. Just like the Civil War and Rome Total War, it's you just fight against hordes and hordes of really well armored and experienced units. And the Timurids, it's fun killing all his elephants with my Nafatoon musketeers. This is why I like the Turks so much, is because they have to deal with the Mongols firsthand. I really got to know how to use these guys a lot. So yeah, his cavalry's starting to break through the center. I'm sure that if this was played at normal battle difficulty, his cavalry would probably be routing in droves against my spearmen, but since this is very hard, he's making a huge dent. Yep, and the last stand is getting pretty desperate. You know what, if I had won this though, that would have been pretty epic. But this is still pretty good. Okay, just turning off guard mode there, because he's starting to break through my line. That way that gives my men more room to operate. But yeah, my general is failing and holding back this incursion on the right. And it's starting to hit my catapults, so my catapults can't fire anymore. Just about finished. The last stand of the Turks of Antioch, capital city of the Turkish Empire. The good thing though is that around Antioch is all castles, which are very easily defended. So yeah, much easier to defend than the city. This city is really wide and open. Lots of places to come into.
The foolish general was bolder than a rooster and allowed himself to be slain in battle.
Bolder than a rooster. What a thing to say. Yeah, just look at all the dead Mongols here. Maybe if I'd managed my catapults a bit better though, I would have incurred more casualties. But whatever, this was a pretty good video to show you. If I'd had a European army though with heavily armored knights, definitely use a different tactic. When I have catapults, I always go for the city center, because that's when they're the most effective, is in the streets. against like European factions like the the Milan, the Milan, like factions like Milan. Oh, there it goes. As I was saying, Milan likes to use crossbowmen, so I just bring my catapults into the center and I kill them all with my catapults because archery units like to shoot in the streets. All right, so that was a close defeat apparently, but you can see his third stack still had a lot of men. Let's take a look at the casualties my catapults dealt. Alright, 863 there. It's not bad. I could have dealt much more though. My other catapult only got 51, and that one got 206. It's not a lot, but yeah, it was alright. It's very fun though. And eventually, if you look at my medieval test vid, you can see I take back Antioch, so all goes well in the end. Alright, so that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, or somewhat. I mean, it's very long, but, you know, it's a very epic battle. Anyways, see you guys later.